So, what is your opinion on gay marriage and state who you are?
My name is Rebecca Lamora. I'm a high school senior, and I am in full support of gay marriage because I feel that it is our constitutional right in the pursuit of happiness to be able to love and marry whom we choose.
Okay. Do you think that gay marriage can impact the community in any way? Do you think it'll impact it in a positive way or a negative way?
I think that gay marriage, even though it is a good thing, it can impact the community in a bad way because it'll cause a rift. I think especially between conservative religion and the liberals who all view that it's really important, like me, that everyone have equal rights to marry whom they choose.
Okay. Would you say this mainly for religious reasons that people will get stirred up by it?
Absolutely. I think that because I don't think that it would really offend people if it was something they think that the religion had deemed natural.
Okay.
But since they deemed it unnatural, I don't think that they accept it and that they won't accept it as readily.
Awesome. All right. Hey Elizabeth, what is your opinion on gay marriage?
Well, my opinion on gay marriage is that it should be legal, I guess. I think that everyone has the right to love who they want and that other people shouldn't be involved. If you're against gay marriage, then don't get married, don't be gay. It's not really you're not getting involved.
Okay. What impact do you think gay marriage could bring on our community? Do you think it could bring a bad impact towards our community or a good impact towards our community?
Well, it depends really what your community is. If you've been in a supportive community and they know you, I feel like it can be good because if they know you, your friends are going to be happy for you. But if you're in, say, a really religious community, that's mainly the people who are against it because they feel that it's wrong. But not everyone shares the same religion, so people who feel it's wrong can feel it's wrong, and you can go on with what you want to do if, say, you're gay or lesbian.
Okay. Thank you, Elizabeth. All right, Manisha, what is your opinion on gay marriage?
I think gay marriage is okay because if you're happy, then you're happy. It doesn't matter what other people say. That's why it's legal now. Okay, bye.
Okay, but what if how do you think it could impact the community?
A lot of people don't like gays, so I think it's going to impact them a whole lot to be hated.
Okay, and would you disown your children if they were gay?
No, if they're happy, then they're happy.
Oh, okay, all right. Thank you, Manisha.
Okay, wait. Now let me see the video.
What is your opinion on gay marriage?
I don't support gay marriage at all. I just don't like it.
Why not?
First of all, I'm a homophobic.
So you're scared of gays?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So would your opinion change if your children were gay?
No. I don't know what I would do. I would disown them.
You would disown them?
Yes.
But they're your children.
I don't care.
But what if your wife wants to keep your children?
I'm gonna divorce her.
You're gonna divorce her too?
Divorce her.
Okay.
I just don't like. It's just.
Does religion have anything to do with this?
Yeah, I think that in our community, because our community they might not like and might cause a lot of violence.
And you just don't like what you won't like to hear what other people have to say?
No, I don't care.
You don't care what other people have to say?
Don't care.
All right. You said that you were homophobic. So, would you be afraid of your children?
If they were small, no. Once they get older, I probably would, cause they're male. They have male characteristics, so they could probably beat me up.
All right. All right. All right, Angel. What is your opinion on gay marriage?
Well, my opinion on gay marriage is, you can love anybody you want, right? Okay, so y'all brought religion into it, but I'm not gonna bring religion into it because what's the point? You can't just bring religion into everything that you talk about. Like that's everywhere nowadays. But see, the point is, you're supposed to love. You can love anybody you want. It doesn't matter who it is. Like, say for instance, you love a guy. Okay, yeah, you like a guy, whatever, like a girl, you like a girl. All right, you're a girl, you like a girl. You know what I'm saying? There's the difference. You can't just be like, oh yeah, you're supposed to love a woman. Okay, it doesn't matter who you like. If you have feelings for a certain person, it don't matter. You know. My opinion would stay the same because either way, like I said, regardless, other people, the same sex person could love the same sex person. It don't matter who it is.
Even if it's your children.
I wouldn't disown my children. I would own my children all the way because, I would support them too. I'd be like, hey, okay, I'm planning a wedding for you and your, boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever.
You don't care what other people have to say.
Yeah, I don't care what other people have to say. If they, like I would tell my kids, if you're gay, okay, good for you. Just keep living your life. It don't matter. Sooner or later, everybody, there are people out there that are gay too. So it doesn't matter. Low key, some people are in the closet too. But then besides that, they're afraid to bring it out because some people are afraid to bring it out because they'll get judged and they just like to keep quiet about themselves. But then there are other people that are like, oh hey, yeah, I'm gay and I'm proud. Okay, it doesn't matter what I do. So it's this and that. And then so this it goes both ways, to be honest with you. Like I'm all for it all the way still, regardless, even if my kids are gay or not. But like I said, I'm all for it because they're my kids, and regardless, it doesn't matter.
All right, thank you. All right, man. What is your opinion on gay marriage?
Okay, man. See, my opinion on gay marriage, I think it's wrong, see, because, a religious view, is like, that girl was made for the guy, and so, it's not right. But in Maryland, since this passed in Maryland, I feel like I'm gonna have more kind guy friends. They're gonna be like really kind to me, and I'm gonna be feeling sort of uncomfortable because they have the right to come out the closet,
Uh huh.
So, yeah, so.
Okay, and would your views change if your children were born that way?
That's a tough question.
Here's what other people tell me. One of them told me that they will disown their children, and the other one told me that she will send her children to Africa. Would you do that? Would you be that heartless?
See, I have unconditional love. I'm just pretend that they're not gay.
All right, Ms. Funderburg, what is your opinion on gay marriage?
I believe in gay marriage. I voted for it. I believe that every individual has the right to make a decision about their life partner, and that they should be awarded the other all the rights and privileges that go along with the state of matrimony.
Okay, and what impact do you think it could bring on our community?
It's my opinion that the community could bring a greater impact on the couple and any children that either they adopt or through a surrogate mother or whatever. I said, that if they live in a community which does not accept their relationship and their bond, then it could certainly have an impact on their social life and on their children's social life. And they could have a stigma. So I think it's important that if you are going to live as a gay couple, then you need to choose the community in which you live to make sure that it's going to be one in which you fit in.
Okay. All right, Ms. Lawson, what is your opinion on gay marriage?
Hello, Miguel. As a Christian, I have to hold strong to my beliefs. I try not to be judgmental because as a school counselor, that's something you can't be to be effective. But again, so those views bump heads at times. I don't agree in gay marriage, but I do agree that they should have civil rights. I believe that if you spend your life with someone and you're in love and you build a home and a life together, there should be certain rights that partner should be able to claim or receive in the event that something happens to that partner. So again, I don't agree with gay marriage because of my religious beliefs, but I do believe they should have certain rights.
Okay, and what kind of impact do you think it could bring towards our community?
Again, that's always a conflicting opinion or emotion because, again, in my spiritual religious beliefs, I think that for children of gay marriages, I think that they get mixed messages. I think sometimes it could be influential and make them believe that it's okay, and so I'm going to go in that same route. And again, sometimes I feel the children in those situations are criticized and bullied and harassed, and that's not fair. So I think it's just a very complex topic, honestly, and I'm glad that I don't have to deal with that. I often think about if one of my children were gay. Out of those four, I would love them just the same, and I would want them to have the same rights that I have as a married couple. So it really is a conflicting topic, and I'm glad that I don't have to make any laws or policies regarding it.
Okay, thank you very much. That's awesome.
You're welcome.
Hey, Dr. Ray. What is your opinion on gay marriage?
I would have to say my opinion as it relates to gay marriage. I believe that no matter what your sexual orientation is, your ethnicity, your gender, I believe that you should have certain rights. And so I believe that people who are gay should have the same rights in terms of marriage as people who are not. It should be one of those that's just one of your civil rights to be able to marry, and it shouldn't be based upon gender.
Okay, and what kind of impact do you think it could bring towards our community? Could it bring a good impact towards our community or a bad impact towards our community?
That's hard to say. I think that I know we hear a lot about discrimination and things of that nature as it relates to people who are gay or lesbian or transgender. And I think that part of that discrimination comes from the fact that if we don't have certain laws to protect their rights, then it kind of impacts discrimination even more, or creates more opportunities for discrimination. So as far as the community, I think that if we're focusing on just human rights, not looking at it from a point of whether someone's gay or not, but just basic rights that all human beings should have, or all citizens of the United States should have, I think that in turn, in the long run, how it will impact our community is that it will create more tolerance in terms of what different groups that you are associated with. And with more tolerance, I think that's where you have a decrease in the amount of discrimination and the negative impact that it has on a community. So I think that anytime people are given rights, or that we make sure that everyone has equitable rights, I think that is always in the long run a positive for the community.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Ray.
No problem.
Hey, Miss Wiley, what is your opinion on gay marriage?
I don't have an opinion on gay marriage. My name is not God. I don't stand in judgment of any man.
Okay, and how do you think gay marriage will impact the community now that it's been legalized?
Well, they're tax-paying citizens, so I can only believe that their contribution would be positive. Their tax dollars don't say straight or gay, they're just dollars.
Okay.
Community service doesn't say straight or gay, it's just service. So I can only assume that them being classified by their orientation or their preferences shouldn't have, a negative impact on society.
Okay. Would your opinion change in any way if your children were like that?
Absolutely not, because there are plenty of folk that I socialize with that live an alternative lifestyle. I also have family members who live an alternative lifestyle. People are people.
Right. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Ms. West. Hey, Ms. Washington, what is your opinion on gay marriage?
Actually, I do not have an opinion on gay marriage.
Okay. How do you think it'll impact our community now that it's been legalized here in Maryland?
Now that it's been legalized here in Maryland, I don't think it'll have a different impact. There's always been different types of families blended, same sex, different sex, and I've dealt with the gamut. So I don't think it'll really have a big difference, because gay families been around for a long time.
Okay. And if your children were homosexual, would that affect you in any way? Would it change your opinion on the way you view?
I would still have a neutral opinion if it turned out that my son was homosexual. Whether he wanted to be married to a man or a woman, that would be his business.
Okay, so you don't think, you wouldn't disown your children?
Absolutely not.
No. You would.
The child is always yours.
Okay.
Blood is thicker than water.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm not really agree on gay marriage. I mean, for my religious belief, I don't think God created us, to be male
And
and
wife?
female, to be married that way as a male and a female.
Okay.
So in that way, I think I'm not, I'm not, I don't think it's right.
Okay.
And the way that I think it'll impact, it's gonna impact in our kids, because they're gonna start thinking that that's right.
It's okay.
And
Okay.
that that's okay, and that we should,
That
keep on
if they
doing
can
that.
do it, we can do it
And if we
too.
go, on my religious belief, I think it will really impact, the way we think about it. So, and it'll be like something against, my belief. So, on my opinion, I don't think it's good, and I really think it's going to be really bad for our community to have legal marriage,
Okay.
or gay marriage.
Okay.
I mean, you're gonna love your children regardless of what they are or what they believe in. But
Okay.
For once, it depends on the parents to see when they start, growing up, for you to show them the way, the right way, and to show them, let's say like me, I believe in God, so I will show them, read them what I believe in, that is the Word of God, the Bible, and show them what the things that are right and the ones that are wrong. And then, they'll start thinking about it, and if that's the way they go, I mean, I cannot disown them or say, I don't love you for that. I mean, regardless of that, you love your kids, but before that, my opinion as a father, and my job as a father is to let them know that it's wrong.
Okay.
The way that I think. So I wouldn't say that I'm not gonna love them no more, but I would say that I'll teach them the right way. Going towards the Bible and my beliefs. So that's what I would do. And I mean, that's my opinion on that. I'm not saying I'm not gonna love them. I will love them regardless of whatever. But
Okay.
I mean, it's something that when your kids grow, there's nothing that you can do about it. But
Right.
my opinion is, as a parent, I gotta show them the right way,
Okay.
what's good on God's side.
Okay. Thank you.
A blessing if you will obey the commandments of the Lord your God, and a curse if you will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God. This isn't rocket science. This is really pretty simple. If you obey him, you don't have all that poverty. We focus on homosexuality for two reasons. You focus on homosexuality. Gay marriage, gay this, gay that, Prop 8, blah, 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 okay? Second, because the scripture says, if you read those prophets, then you get this picture. By the time you see a people rise up like one voice to say it's okay to be gay, you're just looking at a doomed people. That nation is done for. It's just a question of the logistics, the details. How's it all going to fall out?
All right. What is your opinion on gay marriage?
People should be able to do whatever they want to do. It's none of our business what they do.
Okay. Would your opinion change if your children were born that way?
Nope, my opinion does not change because my child should be entitled to the same respect that any other individual has.
Okay. And do you think what kind of impact do you think it'll bring now that it's been legalized here?
If they legalize gay marriage in the state of Maryland, I think it would have somewhat of an impact due to our due to the makeup of PG County, due to the makeup of Maryland as a whole. You have a lot of gay couples who live on the outskirts of DC who do a lot of their business in DC, so it would have somewhat of an impact. Our society is deeming it more acceptable, as that's why we're having this conversation today. 40 years ago, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So yes, it would have an impact. It's going to continue to, I guess, not normalize, but emphasize that society is changing.
All right, thanks.
Yep.